by Ochame Ope during an interview with some media houses on 28 October 2021. And the clan deemed it very important to set the record straight so that the current and the future generation will not be misinformed. To start with the members of the press, it is very important to state that the said Ochame Ope is not a royal. I repeat, the said Ochame Ope is not a royal. And neither is he a Jase Che or Jase Hini of Prampram. He is a linguist to the kingmakers, and his duty or role ends right after the meeting of kingmakers. At this point, the elders of Clay Quarter want to set the record straight and educate everyone on the history of Clay people. The people of Clay migrated from Shai in a family known as Yowik Blaka between the year 1680 and 1726 and came to settle in the present land known as Prampram. This history is gazetted, published, and can be found in the Prampram Native Affairs. It can also be found in the Akwapi Quarter Report. It can also be found in the Jackson Report, gazetted and published 3rd August 1956. And it is at the National Archives. Anyone who is interested can go there and have a look at it. We want to state categorically that the Larue Shrine is a supreme shrine of the people of Prampram. This shrine was founded by our ancestor called Aye. This confirmation was made by two past paramount chiefs of Anewe, namely Manche Boy Abi, Manche Labi Agbo, and their then two father, Numo Osabu Bochwe, all of Anewe, versus Manche Tete Saki of Po. This suit was gazetted and published in the year 1921 and 1927. In the absence of the paramount chief, it is the Manklalo that steps in and acts as the acting president until a paramount chief is installed. The Manklalo, who represents the people of Prampram, is selected or chosen or appointed from the Clay Quarter. And we all know the role of a vice president. That is the role of Manklalo. We have the chief priest of Prampram traditional area, also selected, chosen, and appointed from the Clay Quarter, and is entitled Numo Labia Etechawe. He performed every customs and rituals in respect of good people of Prampram. We also have the chief fisherman, who also is being selected or appointed or chosen from the Clay Quarters. So, the people of Clay, if they are slaves, can they play these important roles in the affairs of Prampram? No. Eh? We don't have any disputes with the royal family. We don't have any dispute about who should dance Lalwe Kledu or who should not dance. So there's no dispute between the people of Clay and any other family in Prampram. We are in good relation with the royal family. We are in good relation with every family in Prampram. We are not in dispute with any family in Prampram. That statement is a lie. It is untrue. I believe people witnessed the Kledo festival. The one that took place at Klechonshi, that is Klechonshi. Klechonshi is called Klewisi. We are the people called Clay. We are the custodians of Clay. We have play grounds within the clay quarter. They dance play at clay. We have never commit any taboo in the Larue shrine. If we founded the shrine and we are the custodians of the shrine, we perform the customs and rituals for shrine, how can you steal a fish, your own food, when the food belongs to you? You have the right to take the fish anytime you want to eat or before you eat. So we have not committed any crime. And even at all, if we should commit a crime, is Ochamope telling the general public that our reward is by gunmen coming to fire us or killing us in the shrine? So we are making it clear to the general public that we, the good people of Clay Quarter, have not committed any crime in the Lalue shrine. We have Laluena. The Laluena is selected from 3 different families in Prampram. One from Lower Prampram, that is the Lakple. One from Ablanco, and one from Anewi. So it rotates within these 3 families. That is how the selection goes. But we have the Labia, which does not rotate. It is only chosen from the clay quarters. Within the clay quarters, it rotates within 2 different families within the clay quarters. That is the Aye family and the Oluwakawe family. Because the fetish was founded by Aye, he rules twice, and Oluwakawe rules once, and there's a reason for that. But that is not the reason why we are here. In the history of Prampram, nobody have ever been Labia from any other family except from the clay quarters. The clay quarters is a very big family, or a very big quarter, comprised of 2 different clans, the clay Chokunya and the clay Abodo. We are one family. We are not in dispute and we are not in contest within the clan or within the quarters. Within, from the National Archives, it is about the history of Prampram. It contains all what I just said to the media, that Aye founded Lalue, and in Prampram, Aye can only be found within the clay quarters and no other quarter in Prampram. So if Aye founded the Lalue fetish and also made the Lalue shrine or Lalue Pie, can that Aye be a slave? What Labia carries, we see it as a drum, but that is a fetish for the entire Prampram traditional area. That is what the people of Prampram worship. They don't worship any other thing than that fetish. That is what Nilabia carries. We have Plemie. Nilabia do not carry Plemie. What Nilabia carries is the fetish. Plemie is carried by someone known and called Ngagbalo to play Chonshi to the beach. So if you can all witness, Labia carries the first one, which is the main fetish. We have some families in Prampram which serve in the shrine. So the names that you mentioned, the families that you mentioned, they serve in the Lalue shrine. The shrine was founded by Aye. I have a proof here. If you can read, I will give it to you to prove. To read. Aye founded the Lalue shrine. Come across that name. But what I'm telling you, I'm quoting from a document, gazetted, published, authenticated, that if you can read, I can give it to you to read that Aye from the clay quarters founded Prampram. His father founded Prampram, and he, Aye, founded the Lalue shrine. That's after Mutual, before Central University. It is part of Prampram land. A lot of people once settled there. They also migrate. They came to settle at Yodoenshi. They migrated and went to La, and they remains there. Before our ancestors will come and settle on the land of Prampram and remains on it till date, there is nobody on the land. That is why we claim, or we said we are the first settlers and we founded Prampram. And we are ready to support that with a document, gazetted, authenticated to the media, to disprove what was said by Ochiam Opi. If he have a proof to prove that he is from the royal and they founded Prampram, then he should call the media as we are doing and prove to the media as we are doing. We are saying we founded Prampram. The Clays founded Prampram. We are the custodians of Prampram. We are the owners of Prampram. We are the custodians of the Lalue Shrine. We are the owners of the shrine. We don't seek permission from anybody. We don't seek permission from anybody, from any family, from any clan or any quarter before entering into that shrine. We go in anytime we like, anytime we want, and anytime we wishes. Okay, it is believed that who are formerly occupying the land where Prampram is today move to Agnoga in Keita, where they are till date. Before the Clays will come and settle, we settle on an empty land. I hope you are answered. We are not here to contest the land place, but we only answer your question. Action reports. Serial number ADM 6/1/199. ADM 6/1/199. That is the Jackson reports. I read from the Jackson reports. We answered you with the Jackson report. We are not here to contest any family, but we respond to your answer. I hope you are clear. Yes, we have categories of the Komi. We have the one for the paramount chief. We have the one for the Manklalu, and we have one for Labia. So what we call Komi, we have 3 main Komi. We, those who left, that we are sub-chiefs and divisional chiefs, we are not entitled to these 3 types of Komi, but we are entitled to the Komi for the sub-chiefs and sub-traditional members. The Komi custom, you cannot become a paramount chief of Prampram traditional area until that custom has been performed for you by the good people of Clay, who today we are saying are not slaves, before you can become the paramount chief of Prampram. Prayers and our libation pouring are exposing those who are behind the shooting. All the issue we receive, we give it to the police. Not only that issue, but we give all our issues to the police. So that issue, it is also well with the police. We are traditional men, and we pour libation to our ancestors. We call on the God of creation as well, and we ask him to bring the perpetrators behind this shooting incident to book. So we hope our prayers and the libation is what God is answering. I hope you get the answer to what I say.